guys, it's me Slush. I know lately I've been filming my videos, normal side, normal widescreen, but today we're going to be doing one up and down using my phone because I just want to get this review out here, and I just got this movie yesterday, so I want to do a little review of it. So that movie is Slender Man. This has got to be one of the most hated movies. Mainly because they made the movie. I don't know if you guys know the events that happened with the whole the two girls stabbing their classmate. A lot of people took offense to the fact that they were still making a Slender Man movie despite that. And really, the thing you got to look at is, even if you hate this movie, the movie is not about that. They actually had to cut out any violence in this because of those events. So this movie lacks some things because of the fact that happened. So the movie was going to be higher rated, and it wasn't going to be a PG-13 movie, at least I don't think. And they were going to have a little bit more violence. But they had to cut it because Screen Gems and Sony were getting sued by the parents, or I think a company or something that was sort of like standing in for the parents. That didn't want this movie to get made. And they ended up cutting the release date back. It was supposed to be released in May 2018, and instead obviously released in August, which is a letdown because, so many people were excited to see it, and they had to kick it down a notch, which I would have gotten to see it in May. Most likely, I probably would have been able to see it. But obviously it was in August, and I didn't get to see it. So that sucks. But, I love this movie. This movie has nothing to do with that drama, the stabbing. None of that has nothing to do with it. It's purely about Slender Man. If you love the Slender Man character, if you're a huge fan of his mythology and the stories that were told about him and the stories you read in the games, you ought to love this movie. I mean, there's some people that said they love the games and stories, but they just didn't love the movie because it was slow burn and, there's no action. I don't understand the fact of no action. This thing's filled with nothing but action. If you're looking for a violent movie with tons of blood and gore, you're not getting it in Slender Man. You're going to get kind of like a spooky mythology story. It kind of explains the story of Slender Man in its own creative way. I actually have it in the DVD player now, but it explains his mythology in a cool, creative way, and remains faithful to the legend of Slender Man, or the stories told of Slender Man, without, with its own twist to it. So, yeah. I also want to say this now. If anyone's going into this expecting a purely terrifying movie, you will be seriously disappointed. It's not terrifying. It's not scary. It has more of a creepy feel to it. Just creepy vibes that you get when you watch this movie. Nothing more. It doesn't shoot out to jump scare the crap out of you. It's purely simply just trying to creep you out. So I will say that the back here makes a lot of sense. It says scary, chilling, and thrilling. I'll agree with the chilling and thrilling, but not the scary part. It's just not scary to me. But other than that, it's really good movie. I absolutely enjoyed it. I've seen it. This is the 5th time I've seen it, and since it released on October 30th. So, yeah, and I can imagine I'm going to be watching this a million more times. It's a terrifically well done movie by Sylvian White. He did a great job directing this film. There's a lot of cool scenes in here that I love, iconic scenes. I'll come back to this movie a million times. I wish I had a slipcover, though. I love slipcovers, so it sucks I didn't get one. But they literally had like 2 copies, and I got one of the last 2, or something like that. They had very little copies left. Either it sold out quick, or they just didn't get a lot of copies, which I think they got. I think they had like 3 rows for Slender Man, and maybe they just sold out real fast. But luckily I was able to get my hands on one. So yeah, I give Slender Man. Here's the confusing thing. I've actually explained this to one of my good friends, Arctic Conquest. So I give this a 10 out of 10 because this film had a lot of things that were cut out of it that could have made it awesome, way cooler. But looking at the film as it is that we have here, I do give it a 10 out of 10 for what it is. But could the movie have been done better with the stuff that they had? Like in the trailer, you'll notice, if you watch the movie, you'll notice that there's a lot of scenes in the trailer that got cut from the movie. There's a scene whenever this girl's walking through the field with blood on her mouth and holding something in her hand. You don't get to see that. You also don't get to see the girl stab herself in the eye. That's not in here either. The same girl that walks out into the field, you see her writing on a mirror saying he's here or something, or him, or something like Can You See Him? He's not, that part's not in there. And one thing a lot of people had to complain about is this movie doesn't have Slenderman a lot, apparently, and I beg to differ. I think we get a good helping of Slenderman. So if you're looking for a good Slenderman movie, a professionally done Hollywood film, I think you will enjoy Slenderman. But if you read all the reviews, they completely have a very different opinion from me. They hate this movie. I love this movie. I'm going to see this a gazillion times. So until I completely get totally bored with it, I'm also ordering the Babadook, which I've never seen. So I'll be doing my review on it soon once I watch it. I think that's also like a creepypasta or like a legend, one of those legend stories. So I'm excited to see Babadook. A lot of people have said it's good, and then again, a lot of people have also said it's crap. But I give my own opinion. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.